again. Hello from Turkey, from Riza. In between of races, round 1 and round 2, we took with the riders some high quality time to take sightseeing over and explore the quality of this region. So, one kind of tea, and then another kind of tea, and then the big package of the tea for the whole family. It must be from Riza. We went to a local university where we met with the local students and talked about the professional life of snowcross racers. Wilma Jansson, Ole Salström and Kelly Collier shared the experiences. More than 20,000 students have truly enjoyed the time to spend together. We are at the Riza University and the youngsters, they really need to be bring into the sport. So we bring over the snowcross riders and they really have quite some fun. So interesting, we got to know that all tea in the world is first black. This is the love tea. Do you feel the love?
Not too bad.
Worthy to be mentioned that this city is very famous for the oranges, hazelnuts and mandarins. Up there are Kachka Mountains waiting for us in the Handu Zoo Natural Park Resort. And of course, we did a race there for round 1 FIM Snowcross World Championship. So here are the highlights.
In the first women's snowcross race then, Emma Larmanen on board here as Wilma Jansson ahead of her on the 21 took the whole shot, and despite a little bit of banging through there, everybody remained intact. It was Wilma Jansson on the 21 who led. Elise Jansson though on the 68. Tilda Corellius was in third, and at the start of the race conditions were okay, but this was the rerun of the first original start because fog and poor visibility caused a red flag, and this was the second red flag of the race. So the result did stand. It was a win for Wilma Jansson. Elise Jansson was second. In race 2, everybody hoping for a better start, better getaway and brighter weather. That's exactly what they got. Emma Larmanen and Tilda Corellius had their moment at the top of the first hill. Corellius fell in front of her. Larmanen did a great job of avoiding the number 7, but it was Wilma Jansson and Elise Jansson picking up from where they left off in race 1, and when the flag came out it was the 21, Wilma Jansson, who was victorious. Elise Jansson there was second, and the overall classification belonged to Wilma Jansson. Elise Jansson was second, Hilda Oman was third overall, Tilda Corellius and Marley Holsetter of Norway. On to the men's then, and a lot more activity, more intensity, but similar conditions as well, playing havoc for the riders. On board here with Aleksi Juntunen as he emerged, not too badly placed actually, but look at how intense it was in the first couple of corners. Leading the way though was the newcomer, Ole Salström on the 16. Philip Haar was in there as well on the 48, so too Topi Posti and Linus Aberg on the 56, but one of the favourites, Aki Pilacker on the 128, emerged mid-pack. There was a win though for Salström ahead of Philip Haar and Topi Posti. Decent ride for Philip Haar as well, and he was looking to make amends if he could in race 2. As we got down into the first turn, on board with Juntunen, but there was carnage behind them that took out the third place rider from race 1, Topi Posti. This time though it was a better start for Pilacker on the 128. Salström was there in second, Toporina there in third. On the 143 just coming through now, Philip Haar taking another position, this time from Robert London. That was for fourth towards the end of the race, but it was a win for Aki Pilacker. Salström was second, but it was Salström who took the overall victory with a 1-2. Salström, Pilacker, Haar, your top 3, Rinner and Aberg rounding out the top 5.
We are at the very same venue in the Handu Zoo Natural Park. However, the track has undergone several modifications and also the condition has changed. That's why Mikael Donazan and Hilda Öhman are going to show us the latest update.
Well, this weekend, the circuit running in the opposite direction, so we've got to start straight into an uphill right-hand first turn. This was the finish downhill 2 days ago, But as you can see, we now climb up beneath the finish line banner. That still remains as a finish line, but now we go left at the top of the hill, this long, long sweeping left. And as we get out of here, just opens up ever so slightly into a series of rollers. And at the end of that straight, we are into this right-hand turn, highest point of the racetrack. Out of that bank turn, and then back in the opposite direction. Again, another series of, 5, 6 waves through here. They will get very chewed up as the day goes on. Out of this left-hand turn, short straight, over a single, through the next right, 90 degrees through here. Again, this top end of the circuit and low cloud, fog, snow, ice. A lot more different to what it was just a few days ago. This could play havoc for the riders. Another wave section through here. There's the finish line over there. We'll get back to that in a moment. But we head downhill, long downhill, into this right-hand turn. And as we get out of here, you can see through this right-hand turn, flat end, bottom end of the circuit, start straight just to the right-hand side. This is now the final turn, heading back uphill and towards the finish line jump. That is round 2 here at Riza, and what the circuit looks like today.
I'm feeling pretty great. We're here at a new track in Riza, and felt super good. The last final, took 5th place. I was very happy over that because the competition this race is pretty tight. The track has changed today from the first final. We're driving the other direction. Plus, it's more like a combination of Swedish Nordic style with American style. Some of the whoopies are really having a high top. Today, you have to have extra strength. And I'm super happy to just be here doing this on the world stage and trying to keep up with the young, because I'm young at heart.
It was a fun last year. I drove the Swedish Championship and the World Championship. But then I broke my arm in Kayseri here in Turkey. So that was a bit of a challenge and I was gone for some weeks. But then I came back and it was a fun season overall. And for this year, I don't know, I'm gonna do my best. I had a great start in Finland and for some weekends ago. And I don't know, it's good people here driving, so I'm just gonna do my best.
That was the drama of yesterday. Kelly Collier made it off the track and Alice Jonsson wristed the ankle. But don't worry, nothing serious has happened, and now the girls are ready to take some real serious action in the race 1.
Well, as a result of her qualifying race crash, second place rider in the championship, Alice Jonsson, will not race at round 2, which means Wilma Jonsson on the 21 has a great opportunity to extend her lead at the top of the championship. Riders in position then, start straight into the right-hand turn. Wilma Jonsson on the inside. She's going to emerge with the whole shot to the outside. Emma Larman tipping over though, but able to rejoin the race very, very quickly. Frantic action in the early stages of this race. As you can imagine, there is Larmanen making her way back through traffic and jostling for positions behind the race leader here, Wilma Jonsson. Hilda Oman there in second. Larmanen back up to pace. There she is, going around the outside of Tilda Corellius for third. Kelly Collier on the 777 and Marley Holsetter on the 252, fighting over 5th place. Holsetter, the Norwegian, hanging on to that place. There's Corellius going through. Holsetter now closing in for 4th. Decent ride this. Back up front though, the 2 riders battling again. Jonsson under pressure from Hilda Oman. But it's going to be Oman who runs out of time, and Wilma Jonsson hanging on to take victory in that first race. Oman second, Larmanen third, Corellius, Holsetter and Kelly Collier.
Wilma, it looks like also the round 2 is all yours, right?
Yeah, it went good.
The whole shot, and then, okay, you were leading, but Hilda Oma was quite close to you all the time.
Yeah, she was close. She was. I had a difficult actually finding good lines, and I didn't see anything almost when we were racing. It's like getting ice on the goggles and everything. So it was really hard racing actually.
But then for the next race, have you some specific modification that you need to undertake?
yeah, we are doing some modification on the helmet, so I hope it will work, so the sight will be better.
All set then for women's snowcross final number 2. That inside gate, how important is that going to be? Very, it turns out, for Wilma Jonsson. Another flying start for her in difficult conditions. Once again, Karelius in second, Öhman third, Emma Lamminen in fourth place. Visibility not great. Riders suffering from fog and ice on the goggles. Big crash now for Lamminen, out of fourth place. Slow to get up to her feet, but she will rejoin the race. Jonsson leading the way. Öhman now into second. Karelius third. Lamminen pushing hard in that fourth place. Fantastic battle here, though, between the top two. Jonsson still under pressure from Hilda Öhman on that 96. Great to see Öhman up there, but look at the face full of rouge. She's getting off the rear of the sled. That roost, that wet snow turning to ice. Poor visibility conditions for all the riders here today at round 2. There is the 7 of Karelius. She's in third, but no one a match really for Wilma Jonsson. She wins race 2. Hilda Öhman second. Karelius third. A Swedish 1, 2, 3. In the overall classification, just the same. Wilma Jonsson on the top step from Hilda Öhman and Tilda Karelius. Lamminen, Holsetter and Kelly Collier there, picking up 6th. On the podium then, 3rd overall, Tilda Karelius. 2nd overall, Hilda Öhman. On the number 96, and your overall winner, just as she was at round 1, Wilma Jonsson, who extends her lead at the top of the championship standings as well. Continues to hold that red plate as we head to the final round. Wilma Jonsson now has a 23-point lead over Hilda Öhman with 1 round to go. Karelius is just 9 points further back in 3rd.
I wish I could sing for Wilma. I feel it's coming. Wilma, only one race and you are world champion. You won 2 in a row. Amazing.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Really fun with winning both the races here in Turkey and only Trondheim left. So it feels good. But we have a lot of races first with the Swedish Championship and all. But I'm looking forward for this.
For sure. Today it was a little bit struggling because girls, you really take the conditions quite in a crazy way, right? Lots of snow, ice, and this kind of stuff. So how do you feel?
Yeah, it was really hard racing today with a lot of snow, and you got all the ice on the goggles. But then my dad fixed a little for the next final, so it got better. But yeah, it was rough racing today, really rough. So
looking forward that it's over.
No, like it has been fun, but it feels nice with 2 days of rest, and we're going with the Swedish Championship on Friday in Rättvik back at home in Sweden. But it's fun. I love racing, so no, it's fun.
Yeah, well, the first race I ended 8th, and because I had a good qualifier, I am 5th overall. So I'm really excited about that because I haven't really had the best beginning of the season. I have like 3 practice weekends, so I didn't expect it going this well. So I'm really excited, and it was exciting and fun that we got to finish race in a good way. And I'm really looking forward to trying a new track. And yeah, they made a lot of changes, and I think it's going to be fun.
The last race, it went well. I was 2nd in total, but in the first heat I got a really bad start, and I was like maybe 7th. I was able to make a couple of passes, but the track was really difficult to pass, so I was 4th in the first heat, but I won the 2nd heat. I got better start, but we had a day off, so we spent the whole day here testing new setups for the whole shots, and I think we got it better, and we'll see today how it goes. There was a couple of riders making changes for the track and more straights and bump sections and bigger jumps, and yeah, I hope it. And if it's snowing, wet snow, it's really hard to make the clear vision with the goggles. You have to wipe them all the time. So, but if you are behind somebody, you have to do it anyway. So, yeah.
first heat race, I ended up second after a good start. The second heat, final heat race, I made a decent start and worked my way up to fourth and finished fourth, and that put me third overall. So got third on the podium. That was amazing, great feeling. Hopefully make it to top 5 at least.
The fastest rider of the Group 1 and the group were Aki Pihlaja and Topi Rinne. And of course you see that the weather conditions are completely changed compared to the first round, so that would be something for our riders. Heat 1.
Moving on to the men's first final then, Aki Pihlaja with a good start. He leads, just about make him out at the top of the hill through all the fog and the snow. The 128 leading the way. There's your championship leader with that makeshift red plate, having won the first round. Great start, great race this for Aki Pessanen there in yellow, finding his way past Lammy for fourth place in what are very difficult, challenging conditions, but he looks like he's doing pretty good at the moment. Whole frantic bit of action here. Posti, Lammy, Haar, Aleksi Juntunen, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Problems there though for Topi Rinne, stalling his sled. He re-emerges in sixth place, but it's Posti and Pessanen. Pessanen there with visibility issues, wiping his goggles frantically. The nature of the day, the order of the day for the riders here today. A win in race 1 though for Pihlaja. Sahlström crossing the line in second, and Topi Posti will cross the line in third. Pessanen, fantastic ride for him in fourth, ahead of Juntunen.
Aki, it looks like you have a payback to Ole Sahlström, because with the whole shot and leading all the race with a good pace, it was amazing to watch you.
Yeah, it was good race. Yeah, I got the whole shot this time, and but actually the weather was really bad. It was like the snow was like water. It stuck in the lenses. You have to wipe all the time. But it was, I think nobody couldn't see, but really rough and exhausting. Now I try to rehab for the next one.
Thanks a lot. So take some rest.
Thank you.
All eyes on this battle then. Men's final race 2 once again, and better conditions for the first time today. Aki Pihlaja leading the way as he heads uphill for the first time. But look at his challenger, the championship leader coming into this weekend. Ole Sahlström all over the back of him. Pessanen in third place. On the 9.23, he was fantastic in race 1, hoping for better this time around as the rest of the pack comes through. But it's Pihlaja who leads the way. Pessanen now up in the second place. He's found his way past Ole Sahlström. Can he go after the leader? Aki Pihlaja, these are the top 2 riders in the race. Pihlaja and Pessanen, the 2 Akis, the 2 Finns. But at the moment, it's Pihlaja that's hanging on. But for how much longer? One thing that Pessanen has, a little bit of youthful exuberance on his side. He's got this circuit dial. That rhythm section may come into play a little later on. Pessanen getting closer all the time. Pihlaja, he's in trouble. Pessanen doubles his way through there. Seat bounces his way beautifully through, finds his way past. Pihlaja tried to come back though. There was no way through. And you know what? Pessanen has definitely got this circuit dialed, hasn't he? Leading the way here in race 2. Can he hang on for his first ever World Snowcross Championship race win? Top of the hill here. Ingebrigt Holseter on the 252. He's in third. Got his hands full trying to keep Topi Posti behind him in fourth place on the 43. Great to see the Norwegian up there in third place. Can he hang on though? The answer is no. Posti goes through and is now into that third place. Great hard riding that from the 43. The win though goes to Aki Pessanen. He wins race 2, his first ever World Snowcross win. Pihlaja finishes second in the race ahead of Topi Posti third. They finish 1, 2, 3 in the race. But what a day for Aki Pessanen, being congratulated there by Aki Pihlaja. Pessanen wins the race, Pihlaja second, Posti third. Holseter there, great ride for him in fourth ahead of Alfred Gunnarsson. But the overall belongs to Aki Pihlaja. Personen on the podium in second, Topi Posti third. Finns 1, 2 and 3. Head down to the podium then. There are your top three, but it's third overall for Topi Posti on the 43. Aki Personen on the podium, second overall, with that win in race 2. Aki Piilakka on the top step, all smiles. Well, he would be, because he now leads the World Championship after 2 rounds. Piilakka by 8 points over Olle Solström. Personen up to third.
The winner of the second heat, another Aki. So how it is, Aki pass Aki?
It was a good race, as always, with another Aki.
You made a whole Finns podium. It must feel very great, right?
Yeah, it feels really good.
What about the track? Actually, you put some effort to make this track happen. So did you have fun?
Yeah, driving of groomers is fun and driving of sleds is really fun.
What do you prefer?
I don't know, maybe sleds are still much more fun to drive than the groomers.
Thanks a lot. So that was Aki Personen. What a crazy snowy day we had here in Turkey for the second round of the FIM Snowcross World Championship. It was really crazy snowing like this, but for the final of the men, the sunshine came for a while. And it was just only Finns on the podium and only Swedes on the podium. So really amazing round. And it would be long time no see, I could tell you, because the next round will be in Norway, in Trondheim in April. So since then, see you. Bye-bye.